What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video, and in this one I want to talk about Daniel Jones and the rookie season that he's having so far. Now, I know, excuse my voice, by the way, I'm still pretty under the weather here, but I do know that there's quite a few guys, typers, subscribers on my channel that are not fans of Daniel Jones. I know they're all over him about the fumble, saying he's got an average arm, he shouldn't have been the sixth pick overall, and blah, 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 blah. And I get that. I mean, it's fair criticism of Daniel Jones. I can definitely see their point in this stuff. I'm not ready to call this guy a bust or give up on him. He's played 8 games in the NFL, and we're a bad team, and I'm not going to put this all on Daniel Jones. You all have seen my draft reaction video. I was not happy at all that night. We know that I wanted Josh Allen, but you know what? You got to ride with him, man. He's our quarterback. Whether this guy was picked 6th, 17th, 30th, whenever we picked him, he's our quarterback. And at this juncture, we can't do anything about it. So we have got to hope that this kid succeeds. And I'm not ready to call him a bust after only 8 games. What I do want to talk about is one positive thing that we can bring out of the season, that he's played very well over the last 3 games. He's thrown 9 touchdowns. He's had 3 games this year where he's had 4 touchdowns. Of course, one of them was 2 passing and 2 rushing against Tampa Bay, but he's thrown 4 touchdowns twice in the last 3 games. And, of course, Sam Darnold finally had a 4-touchdown game against Washington Redskins this past week. So Daniel Jones has definitely shown signs of being a very good quarterback, in my opinion. And, of course, he's got a really bad offensive line. He's been sacked a lot. Yes, he does tend to hold on to the ball too long. Yes, we know he has a fumbling problem. But passing-wise, I think he's shown that he can make really good throws, and he will get better at making better throws. He will get better at reading coverages. He's got to get better at holding onto the ball. There's no doubt about that. He's got to get better at getting rid of the ball sooner when the pressure's coming. These are all things that a rookie will learn. But he's got 15 touchdowns. Carson Wentz has thrown 16 touchdowns. Carson Wentz has played 2 more games than Daniel Jones. Now, I am going to have a video about Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott later today, so I hope you guys will watch that, because that's something I got to address. Aaron Rodgers, he's played 10 games this year. Aaron Rodgers has 17 touchdown passes. Aaron Rodgers is a pretty good quarterback. Aaron Rodgers has 2 more touchdown passes than Daniel Jones. Kyler Murray's played 11 games this year. He's got 1 touchdown less than Daniel Jones. And Jared Goff, who I think is not a good quarterback anyway, but he was the number 1 overall pick for the Rams a few years back. He's got 11 touchdown passes and a much, much better team than Daniel Jones has. Now, Daniel Jones has been pretty damn good, in my opinion, and I'm excited thinking going forward with all the cap space and draft picks. This is a make-or-break year. I hate Pat Shurmur. They're probably not going to get rid of him unless we lose out or lose to the Dolphins, something ridiculous. I want Shurmur out of here. I know some guys want Gettleman out of here. I'm not one of those guys. I feel like we're very young. I feel like these guys have got to have a chance to develop. But next year, no matter what, it's make or break. We got a lot of draft picks. We got a lot of cap space. They've got to do it, or both Shurmur and Gettleman will not get out of 20. They will not be back for 2021. That's going to be my prediction on that if we don't get better. Excuse me there. But Daniel Jones has thrown 15 touchdown passes. Now, the record for rookie touchdown passes was done last year by Baker Mayfield. He threw 27 touchdown passes, and he didn't play the first couple of games of the season. He came in the middle of game 3. So my question is, do we think Daniel Jones can break the rookie touchdown passing record? And if nothing else, if this is obtainable, this is something to take forward in a really bad New York Giants season, with something to build on for the future. Now, you look at the schedule, it's not really that easy. So it's not going to be easy. He'd have to throw 13 touchdown passes in the next 6 games, which is not an easy feat, no matter who you're playing against. But you look at the schedule. Now, this Sunday we have the Bears. The Bears offensively stink. I'm not even going to compare Jones to Trubisky. I've done that before. We all know Daniel Jones is better than Mitch Trubisky. Nobody's going to argue this. Daniel Jones is better than Mitch Trubisky. There's no doubt in my mind. There should be no doubt in anybody's mind. Mitch Trubisky's only thrown 9 touchdown passes this whole season. He stinks. But that's got nothing to do with their defense. Their defense is still as solid as it was last year. They're 3rd in the league in passing touchdowns allowed. They've only allowed 9 touchdown passes this entire season. Daniel Jones is going to get a learning experience in this game. We saw what the Patriots did to him. They are the best in the league. We saw what they did to him. Of course, this is Matt Nagy coaching, not Bill Belichick, but regardless, that Bears defense is ultra talented, and it's going to be a long day for Nate Solder, the New York Giants at offensive line, and probably Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones gets out of here with 2 touchdown passes, I have a if he passes for 2 touchdowns, he has 2 touchdown passes in this game, I feel like he can break the record. I feel like this is the one game where he's going to have to try to find a way to throw some pass touchdowns if he has a chance at throwing 28 in a season. This is not easy, and it's going to be a good learning experience for him. Then we have the Packers. The Packers, again, it's not like they're awful. They're 9th in the league in passing touchdowns allowed. They've allowed 12 passing touchdowns. So it's not like they're a pushover either. The defense is pretty solid, and again, they're a good team. But part of the thing that's going to help Daniel Jones, and this is where I say stats are skewed, but again, if he gets the rookie record, it'll be a nice thing for him to take home with him to build on. We're probably going to be behind in the Packer game. You sometimes get those cheap touchdowns at the end of games that help skew your stats. So, Daniel Jones, the Giants could be behind in this game 31-7, and maybe he gets a couple touchdowns in the fourth quarter that really don't mean anything in the grand scheme of the game, but do help pad his stats, if you will. So I feel like, again, in the next 2 games, if Daniel Jones can get 2 touchdowns against the Bears, 2 against the Packers, he's got a really good chance of this. We play the Eagles twice after that. Not in a row. We play them right after the Packers, and we play in the last game of the season. They're 20th in the league in passing touchdowns. They've allowed 17 passing touchdowns. Of course, they have gotten after the Giants for years. Eli Manning was a guy they destroyed and ate alive over the last 10 years because their offensive line really stinks. But offensively, the Giants have been able to score points against the Eagles, even though we've given up a lot of sacks and turned the ball over a lot. They have been able to score, and I do think that Daniel Jones can put some points on the board against the Eagles. Now, beating the Eagles, that's probably not going to happen either. We haven't beaten them when we were good. Probably not going to beat them when we're bad. You never know, but I don't have my hopes up for that. But again, I feel like Daniel Jones could put up some numbers against Philadelphia because I don't think that their passing defense is that great. They did play well against New England yesterday. Tom Brady missed a lot of throws in that game. I mean, I've never seen Tom Brady miss that many throws in my life. I feel like Father Time may be catching up to Tom Brady. He did not look good yesterday. I don't know if I've ever seen Tom Brady look that bad as he did against Philly yesterday, but there were passes to be made there. He just missed them. So we'll see what happens with Daniel Jones against the Eagles. Then we have the Dolphins. They're one of the worst teams in the league. They're 29th in passing touchdowns allowed. They've allowed 23 passing touchdowns. They're a terrible defense. They have been playing better in recent weeks, but they're still a really poor team. And again, this is a game that the Giants may lose. I mean, we're a terrible team, guys. We're 2-8. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying we're going to beat the Dolphins because it may not happen. We didn't beat the Jets. So we may not beat the Dolphins, but this is a game where I think we can definitely put up points against Miami. I do think we'll beat Miami. I do think we will win this game, but it wouldn't surprise me if we lost it. But I do think Daniel Jones can have a big game against Miami's defense because everybody else has. We've seen Lamar Jackson tear them up. We've seen Dak Prescott. Well, Dak Prescott didn't really have a great game against Miami, but they're not a good passing. They're just not a good team either. They're a really bad team. It's a team that Daniel Jones could take advantage of and have another 3 or 4 touchdown game, in my opinion, in that game as well. And then, of course, the Washington Redskins, which he played once already. The Redskins did do a good job of confusing him with the coverage. He did not have a great game against Washington. We did win the game 24-3, but he did not have a good game against Washington. Of course, by this time of the year, it'll be the 16th game of the season. Washington will be tanking at this point because they've won 1 game all year. And, they're 24th in the league with passing touchdowns and 19 against. I can't see them playing well. They're going through all kinds of crap over there. Dwayne Haskins finally threw his first touchdown. It was a little screen pass to Darius Geis, who took it 40 yards at the house. It was good to see Darius Geis have a nice game because Darius Geis is a nice story. It's good to see him rebound. He had the knee torn ACL last year. He got the knee injury this year. Finally got out there, showed what he could do. But those are the 6 games. Bears, Packers, Eagles, Dolphins, Redskins, Eagles again. I can't count. Daniel Jones will need 13 touchdowns in the next 6 games to get there. So what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that he can break this record? Do you think it matters at all if he breaks the record and we finish 3-13, which is where I think we're going to finish? Do you think that it matters at all that he breaks the record? Is it just empty stats? Is it absolutely meaningless for him to break this record? Or is it something that if he does obtain, that it builds his confidence and we go forward next year with, again, all that cap space and all those draft picks trying to build around him and make him even better? He'll have a year under his belt. He'll be able to study a lot of his mistakes and hopefully fix them, especially the fumbling problem that he has. Hopefully he does some film study and is able to read these coverages that have hurt him this year, especially the 2-deep look. He does not see the safeties a lot of times. He's thrown some bad passes. There's no doubt about that. But the passes, like I said, I can live with him throwing bad passes. He's a rookie. The fumbling stuff's got to stop. But again, I'm not ready to kill this kid after 8 games. I feel like the last 3 games he's played very well. He's had some tough games this year, there's no doubt. But I've told you, he's going to have ups and downs. He's a rookie. Not ready to give up on Daniel Jones. This is a kid that actually has a chance to break the all-time rookie touchdown passing record. I would love to see him do it. If nothing else, like I said, Giants fans, it's something to root for because we don't have much else to root for. At this point, Giants fans are saying tank for Chase Young. And other than that, we got the passing touchdown record because Barkley's not even anything to root for at this point either. He's had such a disappointing season, can't be healthy. And, it's just, I just hope Saquon Barkley gets out of the season healthy at this point. But we really don't have anything else to root for. So I like seeing the progression that Daniel Jones is going through. I like seeing that he is getting better, in my opinion. I think he is playing better over the last 3 weeks, and I want to see that from the rookie quarterback. But again, this is about the touchdown record. Can he do it? He's not that far away. He's got a shot. I'd like to see him do it. Let me know what you think in the comments section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and commenting. It means the world to me. So I'll see you for that video later. And, of course, we'll have Laker Dog later tonight. So until then, guys, it is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!